I'm willing to bet that 90% of your problems are due to a lack of awareness. You could use all sorts of discipline to change issues in your life and fix problems and change habits. You can use willpower. You can use all sorts of techniques. You can read lots of books to motivate you. You can add post-it notes all over the place to remind you to change a habit. But in the end, that habit is not going to change. That problem's not going to go away unless you face that lack of awareness in your brain and body where the problem is. It's subconscious and unconscious, and it's just not going to change. So what do? You really have got to take time out each day to put awareness to that part in your body, to go in, close your eyes, take time, feel into that part. When you think of the issue, think of the reaction in your body, think of the health issue. What is it that's not right in your body? Take time out to be with it, and then it starts to heal. Now, is it easy to do? Not at all. That's the whole reason why you blocked it off in the first place, why you created these maladaptive behaviors that worked for you in the past to get you to where you are now. But the problem is that if that lack of awareness hasn't diffused over time, you haven't gone in and cleared it and changed the original thought patterns and programs in your head that have become subconscious, then the old problem's still going to be there. You can cover it up and do all sorts of things to override it with willpower and other routines and other habits and keeping yourself busy and distracting yourself, whatever it is. But the original issue is still there. And you want to get to the real issue because it's affecting your body. So even though you may be able to change your behavior and your actions in life and get through, override the reaction of that behavior and change the behavior, have you really changed in your body to improve your health as well? So it's more realistic. So the energy of your body permeates with the action as well. So you're not just going through robotically doing the new action, which you can master, and you need it for the time being. Initially, that's a good thing to do as a band-aid, but eventually you want to stop at some point in your life and regularly go in, and let's go into this place now where that I've covered up, where the lack of awareness is, and let's bring awareness back to that part. Now, when you go there, it's not easy to do because it was painful at the time, and the stronger the stress was, or if it was a traumatic event that happened that caused you to block off that part in your head and body and to cope, then the harder it is to change that behavior. And believe me, I know that one very well because it happened to me, and I had to discover all this work myself to heal myself, to change those horrible negative problems from major traumas in the past. And it does work. You can actually do it yourself. But you have to face the pain, the emotions that you blocked off in the first place. You've got to bring presence in this moment to this part. And as soon as you bring your presence in this moment to this part, you're going to start feeling the block. You're going to feel it as a pressure. You're going to feel it as a numb area. You're going to feel it as something, ooh, this is emotional. I don't want to feel this. You feel it in your body somewhere, and you'll also feel the corresponding pattern and ego that you created to cope with it in your head. And you've got to really deal with both. You can deal with this initially, and that'll get you by, but at some point you've got to deal with this in your body as well to heal the health problem that'll come with it. Very important to do that. Is it easy? No, not always easy. Sometimes it is. Sometimes you think, oh, well, that wasn't so bad because you've developed new skills since then, especially if it was in childhood. But often it's quite emotional, quite intense, and it takes a while to face it all, which is why it's so important to do it regularly, to go in there bit by bit by bit, bring awareness to it. The beauty is you don't have to fix it. All you have to do is bring awareness to it, and your body will do the rest. And your mind will let go. As soon as you become aware of the old pattern and you feel the emotional charge that goes with it in your body, then naturally it just starts to diffuse. Your body knows what to do next. And if you let it happen and let go, it does it, it releases it, the fight-flight response, if it is that, or the cocoon response, out it comes. You let it out, and it's going to feel quite scary, but it's not going to kill you, and it's not going to do any damage like it did in the past. And then, you're over that hump. And then all of a sudden, that lack of awareness is less. That part of you is more present in your body and in your brain. You've got more options there. You don't have to do things now like you did before because of the trauma response. And life gets easier. And then it has a compounding effect, because the easier it gets, then the easier the next thing gets. And I know that from again, experience myself and with clients. As you release, then you have the compounding benefit of that for the rest of your life, which is why it's great to do it early, rather than block off. And because when you're blocking off, when you're distracting yourself and using things to not feel something, that's a sign that at some point you're going to have to face this. Face it early in your life. Do it hard initially. Do it hard early, because then your life gets easier later. I've certainly noticed that myself, especially if other hard stuff comes in later, some doozies I've had in my life. It gets easy to deal with it. If you do it easy now, just think, I'm just going to band-aid it, and then just distract. I found ways to cope with it. It's going to get later. It's going to get hard later. Because you're not dealing with it, and it's going to have a compounding effect on your body. That stress has got to come out in some way. So take time out, go in, face that bit that's within you, a little bit at a time. Bring awareness to it. It's going to open up a little bit at a time, which is why you've got to do it regularly, because sometimes there's a lot there. And it's like going to the gym. You want to add some good stress. You want to add just enough weight. It's difficult, and you're going to shake a little. That's the good stress, that good resistance, that then the muscles build. And it's the same with going into your body and mind. Feel into it. Yes, you're going to feel, this is uncomfortable, but you stay with it. And then it opens up. And by bringing awareness to it, bringing it into this present moment, rather than keeping it in the past, in the back of your mind, just covering it up all the time, then you start to heal, and health problems start to heal up as well, funny enough, because it's all related. Life gets better, and like I said, it's a compounding effect, and then it just builds on the success. And the more you can do it, the more you realize that the easier it gets to do it. It's still difficult, but the difficulty is temporary, and then you release that, you integrate that into your life, and off you go beautifully. I have a great mindfulness app that covers exactly this topic, which is why I'm talking about it. A track within my mindfulness app, and lots of other tracks that help you bring awareness to these parts in your body. And I work as a somatic body psychotherapist, subconscious body psychotherapist, to help you access the parts that are out of your awareness. You deliberately put them out of your awareness so you can cope, but you don't just want to live with coping, because it's going to affect you long term. You really want to find ways to face this stuff, be brave, have the courage, and your body's going to be thankful, and your spirit's going to be thankful for the rest of your life for it. Hope that helps. See you again.